we as well-wishers, parents, young people, educated, empowered people, it is also our responsibility to do something to create a more reading environment to our young people. That is our duty, I believe.
Namaskar viewers, you're watching Eastern Post. This is Isha Lamdik reporting. Right now we are here at Arunachal Institute of Tribal Studies at Rajiv Gandhi University to witness an interactive session on the topic of role of libraries for sustainable development goals. The speaker for today's session is Sri Sathyanarayanan Mundayoor, fondly known as Uncle Moosa, who is an educationist, a social activist, and also a Padmashree awardee 2020. So dear viewers, to get more updates regarding this session, stay tuned and connected with Eastern Post.
That young readers have, mostly as what do you see in them? What should we really address the issues specifically? Because we need to hear from you.
From the village-rural environment, what we saw was see, English is a very, very strange language. Unless we have lot of exposure, we can't develop a language. This is understood by all language learning media. But unfortunately, in our school system, I think probably after the Sarva Shiksha and the way the schools are mushroomed all over the state, the teachers are not trained adequately to provide reading training. There are schools where teachers are, adequate teachers are there, number of children are not many. It is possible they can do the reading training, but either there is no motivation or the teachers are not competent or they are not trained adequately to teach reading aloud.
When you were telling us about the memories and about the events of your work, then I was just recollecting to my past, like what challenges I had when I was in my childhood, not getting accessibility to the library. In the district library in my childhood where I went also, I could not get any books. So the problem that you have highlighted that in the community or in the villages, in the middle schools, children are unable to read and write, this is still prevalent in my Kira district and also the Lohit district. So I was just wondering, like the movement that started in the eastern part of your area, how can we spread that to the Wancho and Nocte community also? So I think like if we could get your helping hand, I think this is not more like a question but suggestion like how can we bring change to our community. So I would like to just ask a suggestion from you. So thank you.
Ma'am has already placed the demand on all of you. We need volunteers. That's exactly the problem. Unless we come forward, changes will not happen. We can't leave it to the government or the district library. But what Lohit Youth Library Movement has done is only a model. It doesn't claim that because it's a totally decentralized movement. It is run by volunteers of their own interest and their own places. So we don't claim that, and it's not even a registered body also, I think. We are only a hand-holding, it's a virtual entity. It is, each library is managed by different groups. So this is the ideal model for Arunachal. Anybody can replicate this. All that is required is we should have the heart to spend a little time for our reading deficient or reading deprived. Anywhere it can be started with. Ma'am, if you can mobilize a few volunteers in Tirapur, Longding area, tell them, talk to them, and if they need some little bit of training, we all can be there. There are our senior volunteers there. Maybe we can work out some program. When this former ADC Devani was there. Mrs. Yadav, now she is in somewhere in here, side, Kudukume or some DC. She was there, she wanted to do some program. So we can't leave it to the DCs and it will go there as per their convenience, they will plan out. Changlang, of course, Changlang DC, Dr. Devansh Yadav had conducted a program for training of village volunteers. But the moment after 6 months he was transferred, I think the whole thing vanished.
Our Arunachali children are not getting what they deserve. in the school system. There's a very big gap in what they are supposed to achieve and what actually the school system provides. This is a very serious problem, and especially it has brought down the quality of development of the youth in a very big way. We are seeing it in all areas manifested. So it's a very sad thing, and we all have to work to bridge this gap between what they are aspire to achieve and what the school system can provide. The school is totally inefficient to give the objectives or fulfill the objectives. This is my thing. Objectivity in terms of me have accepted English as a medium of instruction. It is our duty to provide quality English listening and reading skills. In both areas, government schools are very, very badly deficient, and private schools are equally that. They are no less better because they may be able to give the speaking skill and writing skill in terms of examination, but not really creative writing. Have you seen any creative writing outward by the school students in any newspaper or any magazine or any book? Hardly you can see. There are so many English children's magazines are there. How many of Arunachal students' write-ups come? Nothing. So there are so many private schools. What are they doing? Similarly, the reading skill. How many private schools can claim that they have a good library, and these libraries are serving the readers to promote reading? Government schools don't have library. If at all it's a library, it will be only a storehouse. This is a very big challenge, and I am afraid the system will not be able to solve this problem, at least in formal government schools. But individually at the school level, the headmaster and the teachers can do a lot. If they motivate the parents, I am sure the school can make a difference. In some district like Siang, already they have made a difference. There are many schools that parents and well-wishers have taken over. They have improved the facility. They have provided some classroom facility. But we also should provide a learning and reading environment. They should set up. In our childhood, we used to have classroom libraries. This is a very easy thing, Empower the students and make them responsible to provide classroom libraries. We don't need to have a very hi-fi library in a school. Then it will be only another white elephant. The government will give money, somebody will give money, and it will be locked up, and photo will be there. Afterwards, nothing will happen. How much of the books are being read? That is a challenge of a library, not how many books we have. We may have 100 books, but if the books are being fully utilized, that library is far better than a library of 10,000 books where hardly 100 people read. So this is, I think, is a very big challenge, and since government alone cannot be put all the blame, it is we as well-wishers, parents, young people, educated, empowered people, it is also our responsibility to do something to create a more reading environment to our young people. That is our duty, I believe.
So dear viewers, as you have seen and heard the challenges that Arunachal Pradesh is facing right now regarding education, and how the solution lies within the people itself. They can help and volunteer to spread the joy of reading. That was it for today. For more updates, keep on watching Eastern Post with cameraman Tago Tapa. This is 𝙀𝙭𝙤𝙦 reporting, Eastern Post.